Welcome, this is Jason Spangler with Wagner Meters coming to you live. Well, I guess not probably live because this is a recording, but I'm here to talk to you today about something that we still get a lot of conversation or a lot of questions about on the phone. And I'll have somebody call me up and they'll say, hey Jason, I really like the Rapid RH, I think it's great, but I'm getting XYZ results. I'm getting, 80% relative humidity. What does that really mean? And it's funny because for a long time, when I heard that question, I would answer it by saying, well, this is really what it means as far as 100% is the maximum, and I'd go on to explain things about, what the parameters are for relative humidity testing. But what I came to find out is people were really trying to figure out exactly what that meant in regards to them being able to install their floor. So we'll start with the first thing that I thought, what is the actual result from the relative humidity, and really what is relative humidity? So when you look at relative humidity testing, ideally what it's trying to test is it's trying to test what the moisture conditions will be like on the surface of the concrete after you install the product. But you're getting the results inside of the concrete prior to installation. So by going into that specific 40% depth in the concrete, the results that you get there are what will transfer to the surface once you get to the top, or once the floor covering is installed on top of that concrete slab. Now, I wish I could sit here and say that's gonna happen in a day, 2 days, a week, 2 weeks, month, year, whatever. But, there's really, it's hard to tell because there's different characteristics in the concrete, like the porosity, and there's different things like that as far as that can have impact on how quickly that equalization of the moisture will happen. Now, that being said, that's the technical side of it. So really with the Rapid RH and with relative humidity testing, we're trying to help you understand what's going to happen on the surface after you install the floor covering product. So understanding before or understanding what's going to happen after, it really is critical for you to know so that you can feel confident when you do that install that it's going to last for whatever that warranty period is that you put on it. Now, the second part of the question, as far as what I finally started realizing people were asking me, which was, what does 75%, 80%, 85% mean in regards to my installation? Well, a lot of that comes down to the system that you're going to be installing on the surface of the concrete, the adhesive, the patch, the leveling compound, the finished floor product, things along those lines. And what you need to do is you need to look at all of those products and look in their installation guidelines, usually underneath subfloor preparation, and you'll find in there where they will either quote, if you're testing the concrete based on F2170 standards, or if the concrete reads less than whatever percentage of relative humidity, then you're acceptable to install the product. And why I say you need to look at all the products is because it really is a system. It's going to be the product that has the least threshold is really what you need to be geared towards, because if you gear it towards a higher one, you may have things in that sandwich that are going to not be able to withstand the amount of moisture that we're talking about. So if you have situations where it's higher, I always recommend that you reach out to the manufacturers and try to get some way of being able to take care of that, whether it's a concrete mitigation product for the concrete, whether it's a higher threshold patch, whether it's a higher threshold leveler, or maybe it's a different type of product altogether from a finish standpoint that will withstand or is more breathable than what you're currently putting on it. When you look at it, the relative humidity is looking at that results deep in the slab to allow you to be able to predict what's going to happen on the slab so that you can make better decisions on your installation. That being said, look forward to seeing you guys next time.